How do we release one of the most destructive negative emotions there is? Guilt. We're going to talk about this tonight. This is Tom Kieran with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Guys, welcome back. I want to talk about guilt, how to release it. The Course in Miracles talks about it, and I want to start with the Course in Miracles because the Course in Miracles talks about any type of negativity, any type of fear-based emotion, guilt being one of them. That could be unworthiness, blame, shame, jealousy, envy. All of that can be rolled up and categorized as a fear-based emotion. Fear stemming from what? Stemming from your separation from that God within, separating from that divinity, from that God consciousness. Everything comes from that misalignment or that separation. You're never separated technically, but in your mind you are. And that's where the separation happens. That's where guilt happens. So all of that, you are God, right? God became you so you could become God. So you are part of that God, I amness, that God consciousness. It's in your mind, that ego side of your mind, that you start making the vision that you think that you're separated. And this is where guilt and negative emotion and fear-based emotions come into play. Because without those is your natural state. What is your natural state? It's of joy, it's of love. That's who we really are. So let's talk about this. Mistaken belief that guilt is real. This is what A Course in Miracles says. It's a mistaken belief. And so what does A Course in Miracles suggest? Give no reality to guilt. See no reason for it. It's an illusion, right? Once you give no reality, and it suggests forgiveness, right? Forgiveness is this way to release these things that are not real. The Course in Miracles generally says God doesn't forgive because he never condemns. So forgiveness usually isn't necessary unless we have an illusion that we've created. So you're forgiving the illusion. You're forgiving the mistaken belief that guilt is justified. It's a false belief. Remember, there's no separation between you and God in that I am. So how could you ever imagine God being guilty or fearful or anything negative other than that pure joy and love? So when you're saying that, when you're saying I feel guilty or I am guilty, you're saying God feels guilty. God is guilty. It's the same thing. And it's not real because that's not who you really are. That's what you've created in this persona and physicality that is guilty. But that's not real, so guilt's not real, so it's not justified. This is the idea, guys. There's no separation. I don't care what you're dragging forward from the past. Guilt comes from the past. And what they're saying is it never happened, it's not real, it's an illusion. So we're in the now, and in the now, you're that I am, you're that pure divinity. You don't have to carry that stuff with you. You don't have to dragging your past and the emotions tied with it, those experiences from the past forward. Because that just keeps triggering, that's where this emotional baggage comes from. This is where it makes it real, it keeps it real, right? So this is what A Course in Miracles suggests. Give it no reality, it's an illusion. Forgive it because of mistaken belief that guilt was justified. It's always trying to undo the false reality that you've created and get at the truth of who you are. This is what A Course in Miracles is brilliant in doing. There's no separation between who you are and God. Reality transurfing also takes a good method on this as well. It talks about it's in the same spirit, I would say, as forgiveness. It says stop justifying yourself. Stop justifying the guilt. Stop apologizing for the guilt. What A Course in Miracles says, once you start doing that, because you can't eliminate it, you can't get rid of it, and you can't suppress it. None of these are saying get rid of it. And in Course in Miracles, it's not saying get rid of it because it's saying it never existed. This is different, right? So it's not putting attention on it as real. It's forgiving the illusion, the false belief. Same thing in reality transurfing. It's saying stop justifying yourself. Stop making it real. Stop apologizing. Then your heart and mind gets around that new feeling or that new sensation of you not justifying yourself, that guiltless feeling. Your heart and mind starts feeling guiltless, that's where the feeling of guilt disappears. So it's the same idea in both cases. This taking a more approach that it's an illusion. Transurfing saying just stop justifying it, stop apologizing, it will disappear. Guys, this is the way to tackle guilt. There's no reason for you to feel guilty. There's no reason for you to keep carrying that past with you. And any of those emotions, unworthiness, blame, any negativity, any of these negative, blame, jealousy, envy, none of that's real. None of that's who you really are. You don't need to carry it with you. You don't need forgiveness for it. You don't need to apologize. You don't need to justify it. You simply need to not put your attention on it anymore because it's not who you are. Forgive it here in the light of Course in Miracles. Stop justifying it. Stop apologizing for it in reality transurfing. Your heart and mind, Joe Dispenza talks about this, where you've got to, in order to overcome those emotions, you've got to be greater than your current state of consciousness, your current being. You've got to rise to that higher state. You've got to rise to those elevated feelings. That's how you overcome these things. You don't get rid of them. You elevate yourself to a higher level of feelings, right? You're greater than your current emotions, and you've got to be greater than your current emotions and your current feelings of guilt. That's another way of looking at this, right? Very powerful stuff, guys. Very powerful healing, a way to heal. Again, there's nothing to heal because you're not broken, but a way to look at it. If we need to look at healing in the way that it's to get you back to feel that oneness, that atonement. They call it atonement in Course in Miracles, but it's at oneness, right? At oneness with that God divinity, then we can call it healing for that, for that purpose, right? To feel that there's no separation, to feel that oneness with that divinity within. That's what we're here, guys. Always reaching for that higher concept of yourself. This is Tom Karen with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Guys, until next time, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Like and share the video. Subscribe to our channel. We love new subscribers. Until next time, this is Tom with Be Something Wonderful. Talk with you soon.